For this practice, you might need a piece of paper and a pen. This practice will help you recognize a critical voice inside, which undermines your self-acceptance. Being able to recognize it is the first step towards unconditional self-acceptance. It's widely known that very often we criticize ourselves for our own sake. But sometimes the inner critic doesn't seem to have our best interests in mind. This can especially be true if our inner critic is the internalized voice of someone from our past who was abusive. It could be our parents, our relatives, our friends, our teachers. So please be compassionate with yourself as you do this exercise. It means that if you find yourself getting uncomfortable while following this instruction, feel free to stop. You can always return to this when you feel strong and ready. Now, write down something about you that you would like to change. Something that you believe that is unhelpful and is causing you unhappiness. For this exercise, please select the thing in the mild to moderate range of difficulty. Also, pick the thing that is potentially changeable. For example, I am impatient, I don't exercise enough, I procrastinate. Please do not choose a permanent characteristic like my feet are too small. Next, write down what you typically say to yourself when you recognize that you have that thing. For example, what do you say to yourself when you recognize that you procrastinate? Perhaps you would say, "You're a loser. You're terrible. You would achieve nothing if you keep on procrastinating." Sometimes it manifests more as a discouraged feeling or in some other way. What words does it use? And importantly, what tone does it use? Or perhaps there are no words at all, but there is an image. How does your inner critic express itself? Next, take a moment to notice how it feels when you criticize yourself. What does it feel in your heart, in your chest, in your shoulders, in your belly, when you criticize yourself? Consider how much distress the voice of self-criticism has caused you. Reflect for a moment on why the criticism has gone on for so long. Is your inner critic trying to protect you in some way? To keep you safe from danger? to have you stay away from some threats, even if the result has been unproductive? If so, write down what you think might be motivating your inner critic. If you cannot find any way that your critical voice is trying to help you, that's fine. You don't have to go any further. And if you have identified some ways your inner critic might be trying to help you or keep you safe, see if you can acknowledge its efforts. For example, you could write down that I know it's trying to help me to be a better person. Or I know it's trying to help me to be a more productive individual. If you feel like writing down a few words of thanks, feel free to do so. Let your inner critic know that even though it might not be serving you very well now, its intentions was good, and you know it. And that is the end of this exercise. Thank you.